Hello. Well, today I've come out to do a little bit of work on the Volkswagen T25 van of mine. Now, I've had a problem with the gauges. They're not reading accurately, so I've decided to change the voltage stabilizer, which is a little gizmo that keeps the voltage steady at the gauges. There it is in that little packet, little three-pronged gadget. Anyway, only about £3, and hopefully it'll be a good investment. And firstly, I need to remove this cover from here, and the way you do that is to pull it from the back. Now, I'm going to have to set the camera up to do this, so bear with me. So what we do is pull this cover up and forward, trying to be as gentle as possible because you're dealing with very old plastic. In this case, I think this one is 46 years old, so you don't want to be going at it like a bull in the china shop. So now, to remove this dust cover thing. Next, I believe that the piece that we want is down the back there somewhere, so we're going to have to remove the instrument cluster, which is held in by 4 screws. It's up the top, 2 down here. Again, being very careful because I can see that plastic's already cracked up there, and this plastic gets very brittle with age, so yeah, well, I'll do that and we'll come back. As you can see, I've taken the dash out. It's just a matter of unclipping all these switches and pulling them out from the fascia. Taking care, of course, because they're all very brittle. All these come out fairly easily. There's a large one, there's one of the last ones to come out, and the very last thing to come out is your speedo cable, which is just a case of squeezing the tag on there and then just pulling it, withdrawing it from the back. So we're looking over here at this is the dials, the gauges, and the instrument cluster, and which is speedo drive in there. And on the opposite side to that, in the back here, is the voltage stabilizer just here. So I should be swapping this out for a new one. According to the supplier, these aftermarket stabilizers, voltage stabilizers, the polarity is the opposite way around. So you can see the shape of that would normally fit like that there. You have to reverse so that it's fitting like so. Now you need to contact between the earthing plate and the earth there. So the centre connection there is the earth, so that needs to be packed out like so. And then there's a case of screwing that down. There's also 2 little tags under there. You need to break those off. 2 little buttons under there. You need to break those off in order to get this to fit on. So, refitting, as they say, is a reversal of removal. So we've got to get these go backwards. First of all, get the speedo cable there, or I should say the connection, and then the big connector down the bottom, and then these bad boys back in place. All the time bearing in mind that this plastic's very brittle, and you've got to try not to damage anything else while you're at it, otherwise you end up with another problem. So it's all back together, and as you can see, the fuel gauge, or the needle on the fuel gauge I should say, is actually showing in the window now, whereas before it was not even peeking out. So looking good. I'll take it for a run and get it on the level before you're absolutely sure. So, all in all, not too bad a job. Say, just be careful with the plastics because they're very brittle. But it's just a bit fiddly. Lots of things to unplug and plug back in. Just take your time, really. It took me about 20 minutes, half an hour. And let's say this is the little culprit. Now, I was just looking at the connections on that. They don't look too brilliant. It's always good to have very good, clean and tight connections. So I should keep that just in case. Have any more fun and games with the little beastie. And that's it for the moment on this one. Just put the cover back on and we're all done. Happy days.